300 temperature records shattered, 49 confirmed tornadoes, 500,000 homes still without power, right now, today. And the storm that caused all of that? That was not the dangerous one. The one to worry about is still on its way. Here's what you need to know right now, because the decisions you make in the next 48 hours could genuinely matter for your safety. Let's start with a number that should stop you cold. March 2026 is on track to be the warmest March ever recorded in United States history. Ever. The entire country has been running about 8 degrees above average for the entire month of March. 8 degrees nationwide for a full month. To put that in perspective, meteorologists use the word remarkable for anomalies of 2 or 3 degrees. 8 degrees is not remarkable, it is historic. Phoenix hit 105 degrees Fahrenheit this week, the earliest start to a 100-degree streak ever recorded in that city's history. Palm Springs reached 108 degrees Fahrenheit. Denver hit 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Salt Lake City at 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Albuquerque at 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Las Vegas sitting at 94 degrees Fahrenheit in late March. This heat wave broke over 300 daily temperature records in just 5 days, and it spread all the way from California to Maryland and Ohio. 300 records, 5 days. If you are out west right now, understand this clearly. There is no meaningful relief coming for at least 7 to 10 more days. None. Zero. The heat dome is locked in place. Now let's shift to the Midwest, Great Lakes in the South, because what swept through those areas this past week was one of the most destructive late March storms in recent memory. A triple threat system hit simultaneously. Heavy snow, violent tornadoes, and large hail, all from the same storm at the same time. Michigan picked up over 4 feet of snow in a single storm event. Let that land for a second. 4 feet, one storm, late March. 49 confirmed tornadoes tore through Texas, Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Minnesota, all from the same weather system. For context, the average number of confirmed tornadoes in the entire United States in the month of March is around 80. This one system produced 49 of them. More than 500,000 homes across the region are still without power as of today, March 23rd. And in low-lying areas, new flooding is developing as the snow melts. If you have family in Detroit, Chicago, Milwaukee, Cleveland, or Minneapolis, call them today. Check on them. The cleanup from this storm is far from over. Current temps across the impacted zone. Detroit, 42 degrees Fahrenheit with snow still melting. Chicago, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Milwaukee, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Minneapolis, 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Cleveland, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Columbus, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. In the Northeast, New York City at 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Boston, 42 degrees Fahrenheit with possible light snow or freezing rain today. Buffalo, 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Burlington, Vermont, 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Freezing drizzle possible overnight. Down south, things are still warm and calm today. Houston, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Dallas, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Austin, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Atlanta, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Orlando, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're in the South, enjoy today, because here's where this gets complicated. This is the part of the forecast that should make every single person from Missouri to Pennsylvania sit up and pay attention, because what's coming Thursday night is not just another storm. After that cold front blasted through the east this weekend, temperatures are going to turn around and rocket back up by Wednesday across the plains in the south. South Dakota is expected to hit the low 80s on Wednesday. That's 20 to 25 degrees above normal for this time of year. May temperatures in late March in South Dakota. The Texas and Oklahoma panhandle could flirt with 100 degrees Fahrenheit on Thursday, just hours before a sharp, powerful cold front tears through from the northwest. Think about what that sets up. blazing hot air surging north from the Gulf of Mexico, colliding head-on with an Arctic front driving hard from Canada. That collision, hot and cold, wet and dry, north and south, is the single most dangerous atmospheric setup for producing violent severe weather in the central United States. And here's what makes Thursday different from last week. Last week's storm was cold-driven. It moved in quickly and was done. Thursday's is heat-driven. That means more explosive, more unpredictable storms. The Storm Prediction Center has already issued a slight risk that is a 15% probability of severe weather within 25 miles of any given location in the risk zone. Issuing that confidence level at 4 days out is not routine. It means the forecasting community sees something real developing and is confident enough to put it in writing. Primary threats: damaging wind gusts strong enough to knock down large trees, snap power lines, and tear off roofs. Plus, large hail and isolated tornadoes that cannot be ruled out. The main impact area: Missouri through Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, southern lower Michigan, Pennsylvania, and stretching northeast into the mid-Atlantic. Now here's the detail that changes everything about your preparation. The most dangerous window for severe weather is Thursday night into early Friday morning, roughly 9 p.m. Thursday to 3 a.m. Friday. This is severe weather happening while most people are asleep. That changes everything. Nighttime tornadoes are statistically 2 to 3 times more deadly than daytime tornadoes. Not because they're stronger, because people don't see them coming. Your phone is on silent, your kids are asleep, you might be in the deepest sleep of the night right when the warning goes off. This is not a reason to be afraid. This is a very specific, very clear reason to get prepared before Thursday evening. Now, here is the twist that makes this week almost impossible to wrap your head around. After storms push through Thursday night, Columbus, Indianapolis, and Kansas City could see actual snow on Friday. 80 degrees on Thursday, snow on Friday. A 40 to 50 degree temperature drop in under 24 hours. That is what this storm is capable of. By Saturday, a massive high pressure system, one of the strongest readings ever recorded in the month of March, locks over the country. Clear skies, calm winds, a genuine welcome break. But before you exhale completely, look at what's coming in April. The atmosphere is building a conveyor belt of storm systems set to roll across the country throughout the first week of April. The same ingredients are there: warm moisture from the Gulf, cold air out of Canada, low pressures crossing the Rockies. Severe weather season is not coming. It is already here. The Climate Prediction Center says above average temperatures continue across the Ohio Valley and the West Coast well into April. Florida is in a dangerous drought with no rain in sight. The Great Plains are already at elevated wildfire risk. Strong winds, no rain, record heat, and dry grass. One spark under those conditions can become catastrophic fast. Here's the honest summary. March 2026 has been one of the most extraordinary weather months in modern American history. And it's not done yet. So let's talk about what you can actually do right now, today, to protect yourself and your family. No fluff, just what matters. If you are in the Thursday night storm zone, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, or the Mid-Atlantic, here is your action list. Do this before Thursday. First, put fresh batteries in your weather radio tonight. Not Wednesday, not Thursday, tonight. Because Thursday could be too late to find batteries. Second, identify your safe room right now, before you need it, not when sirens are going off. Basement is best. No basement? Interior bathroom, lowest floor, no windows. Third, do not rely on your phone alone for warnings. Cell towers fail during major storms. A battery-powered NOAA weather radio works when nothing else does. If a tornado warning sounds at 2 a.m., your job is to already be moving to your safe room, not to be fumbling with your phone trying to read a map. On flooding, this rule has never failed, and breaking it has cost thousands of lives. If a road has water on it, turn around. Turn around, don't drown. 6 inches of moving water can knock a full-grown adult completely off their feet. 1 foot of water can lift and carry most cars. The current underneath looks calm. It almost never is. For those of you dealing with the extreme heat out west, 108 degrees Fahrenheit in Palm Springs, 105 degrees Fahrenheit in Phoenix, here is what matters most in plain language. Drink water before you feel thirsty. That's not a suggestion, it's physiology. By the time thirst kicks in, your body is already in early dehydration. In 105 degrees Fahrenheit heat, that gap between I'm fine and I need help closes faster than most people expect, especially for anyone with a heart condition or diabetes. Know the signs of heat stroke: hot, red, dry skin, no sweating, confusion, rapid pulse. This is a 911 emergency. Do not wait to see if it gets better. Heat exhaustion comes first. Heavy sweating, weakness, pale and clammy skin. Get that person inside immediately, cool them down, and get fluids into them right away. Now, a direct, honest conversation for our viewers who are 65 or older, or anyone with heart disease, high blood pressure, or diabetes. This section is specifically for you. Your body's ability to regulate its own temperature decreases naturally as we age. It's not a weakness, it's biology. And in a heat dome, that biology matters enormously. Older adults lose the sensation of thirst earlier than younger people, which means you may feel perfectly fine and already be dangerously dehydrated. Drink proactively. Set a timer if you have to. If your home doesn't have air conditioning, please don't tough this one out. This is not a character test. Your local library, mall, or community center is cool, free, and open. Many cities, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Tucson, Sacramento, have open 24-hour emergency cooling centers right now. You don't need to register, you just need to show up. Here is something most people never hear from their doctor. ACE inhibitors, diuretics, and many common blood pressure medications cause your body to lose fluids faster in extreme heat. If you're on those medications and you're heading into a heat dome, you need to be drinking significantly more water than usual. Talk to your pharmacist today. One phone call could make a real difference. Make sure you have a 7-day supply of all your medications right now. Not tomorrow, right now. If you're running low, call the pharmacy today before the weekend hits. Set up a twice daily check-in with a neighbor, friend, or family member. A quick phone call, 2 minutes, twice a day. That simple habit saves lives every single time a heat wave hits this country. And don't assume no news is good news. If your neighbor hasn't called, you call them, especially if they live alone, especially in a heat wave. If you use a CPAP machine, home dialysis, or any powered medical device, call your utility company today and register as a medical priority customer. It's free. It could mean the difference between power restored in hours versus days. On generators, test it today, fill it with fuel today, and repeat after me. Never run a generator inside your home, garage, basement, or enclosed porch. Never. Carbon monoxide has no color, no smell, and no warning. People die in their sleep from CO poisoning from generators every single storm season. 20 feet from your home, pointed away from windows and doors. Write your emergency contacts on paper, actual paper, and put that piece of paper on your refrigerator. Your phone can die, your refrigerator won't. Include your closest family member, a neighbor, your doctor's office, and FEMA at 1-800-6213-362. FEMA is available 7 days a week. They can help with far more than you might expect. Need to find the nearest shelter or cooling center fast? Text the word shelter, then your zip code to 43362. Works on any phone. Free. Takes 10 seconds. If you get an evacuation order, please go. We know it's your home. We know it's hard. But everything in that house can be replaced. You cannot be replaced. Pass this along today, not because it's good content, because someone in your life might be in the path of Thursday's storm and doesn't know what's coming. Tag your daughter in Illinois, call your brother in Ohio, text your neighbor in Indiana. Sharing information is how communities survive weather events like this one. For live, up-to-the-minute warnings and watches for your specific location, go to weather.gov. Updated continuously. Free. Official. The most reliable source you have. Turn on wireless emergency alerts on your phone if they're not already active. Settings, then notifications, then emergency alerts. Make sure it's on. This setting wakes your phone up even if it's silenced. Here's your week at a glance. Monday through Wednesday, heat out west, cold and unsettled in the Midwest and Northeast. No major threats. Get prepared. Thursday night into early Friday morning. This is the window. Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Mid-Atlantic. Be in your safe room before you go to sleep Thursday night. Friday through Sunday, storms exit, record high pressure builds in, a real break, a calm, comfortable weekend across most of the country. Breathe, recover. But don't stand down entirely. Early April, watch closely. The atmosphere is reloading with everything it needs for another round of significant, widespread, severe weather. If there is one thing to remember from everything you've heard today, it is this. Severe weather season is not arriving. It has already arrived, and it arrived early. March 2026 just rewrote the record books, and April hasn't even started yet. Stay prepared, stay connected, and please, look out for each other. One more thing before we go, and this one doesn't get talked about enough during extended severe weather events. Stress accumulates during long stretches of dangerous weather. Losing power for days, worrying about flooding, being stuck inside in 108-degree heat, that takes a toll on everyone, especially older adults. It is okay to admit that it's hard. It is okay to reach out and say you need help, whether that's a neighbor, a family member, or a crisis line. The number that never changes, no matter the storm. 988 is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Call or text 988. Available 24 hours a day, every single day. Now let's talk about something most weather forecasts leave out entirely. What happens after the storm? After major flooding, never drink tap water until local authorities have officially declared it safe. Floodwater contaminates wells and municipal systems faster than people realize. After a tornado or severe wind event, before you go back into a damaged building, have it inspected for structural safety. A damaged foundation or roof can collapse without warning hours later. Do not use candles as your only light source during a power outage. Battery-powered lanterns and flashlights are far safer. Candles start more house fires during outages than any other cause. If you smell gas after a storm, don't flip any light switches. Get everyone out of the house immediately. Leave the door open behind you and call your gas company from outside or from a neighbor's home. For those dealing with flooding aftermath, document all damage with photos and video before you touch or clean anything. Your insurance company will need that documentation. When in doubt about flood damage, call FEMA. 1-800-621-3362. Open 7 days a week. They can walk you through disaster assistance, housing help, and recovery resources. And for anyone who lost a pet in the storm, the ASPCA emergency line is 1-888-426-4435. They have resources specifically for disaster pet recovery and reunification. Here's the broader truth about what this weather tells us. Extreme events that used to happen once in a generation are now happening in clusters in the same month, back to back. 300 records broken, 49 tornadoes, 4 feet of snow, 108-degree heat, all in the same country, all in the same month. That is the weather reality of March 2026. Being prepared is no longer something you do once before hurricane season. It is a year-round mindset, especially if you live anywhere from the Gulf Coast to the Great Lakes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing this with the people you love. Stay weather aware, stay connected to your community, and take care of each other, because that is what has always gotten this country through.